Does the Scorpion really need an upgrade? I guess so.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the DNA Design Upgrade Kit for Earthrise Scorponok. So here we are, and there it is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Right up front here, we just have a big gun, DK-19, WFC 25 upgrade kits. It's always plural for some reason. Up top, DK-19. On the bottom, things, words, barcodes on this side, DK-19. On this side, DK-19. On the back, you have your obligatory product shots, and that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have the upgrade kits for Earthrise Titan class Scorponok. And here is everything that comes with the kit. So first thing here, you get these silver pieces. Very silvery, very silvery. Not so silvery on the back, but silvery where it matters. You get two of these. You get two of these. These are basically some gap fillers here. See, just done in green. Got some nice molded details in there. Very nicely done. Detailed on both sides even. We get some new guns that I'm just going to drop. We have some new guns here, which also look very nice. And these barrels are on a hinge, so you can bring these out, you can bring them up. So you have some nice posable cannons here. So you get two of those. Very nicely done. You get his big old gun here, which looks quite cool. Just like his G1 gun here. You got some bits of silver. This gray piece does pop off. There's a separate piece. You can pop that off. There you have the full gun. Now this does have a proper handle, but this handle is not for Scorponok himself. This handle exists because DNA is going to be repainting this gun in blue and red, so you can give this to Fort Max. So this is going to be repurposed as a Fort Max gun later on, but yeah. But we're not going to be using this handle. We're going to be using the smaller handle that just clips into place. That's what we're going to be using for Scorponok. That's it. That's that little post there. But you have the main gun, and you have this dark gray piece, which again has some bits of silver. Nice detail. And all of that just picks together at 2 points, right there. And voila. Very G1-y Scorponok gun. And this is a bonus piece that you get. Again, little clear visor, just like the original Scorponok figure had. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that is everything that is included with the kit. So without further ado, let's bring in the big bad Scorpion and show off how all this works on him. Well, we'll start with his head anyway, so we'll just show off the visor part right off the back. Yeah, it's just done in transparent plastic here. And how this works is you just remove his horns, and this will just slide over his head, and this will just go right over those ports there on either side, like so. Then you just plug the horns back on, and voila! Now he has the G1 toy little face shield going on there. So hey, things you can do if you want to do it. It's the bonus piece, so you know, a little added bonus there. One thing about this is it does make it makes his horns kind of, you know, since these are taking up a little bit more real estate, there's not too much meat to hold on to on those pegs, so it can be kind of easy for his horns to kind of come off, as you can see. So, a little bit of a downside to this, but it makes for a cool look if you want, you know, a really G1 look. Hey, you can totally put that on there. So, hey. As always, it's yours. Display it however you wish. Also, another thing to note is if you want to transform the head, yes, you will have to remove this, and there is nowhere for this to store. As far as I could figure out, when this is in robot mode, I haven't really found any place to store this, so this is a piece that you'll probably have to take off and just put to the side somewhere if you want to display the head in robot mode. So there you go. Okay, so here we are up top, and now we'll replace his shoulder cannons. So we just pop these off, and let me just give you a side-by-side here of these, so you kind of see what's going on. As you can see, DNA, they kept the basic design here. They made some tweaks to it, but they pretty much kept the shapes. As you can see, the barrels are longer. And obviously, these are posable, these are not. These are just one static piece. Yeah, get some nice new shoulder cannons, and these just plug right on where the original ones were. Just replaced them both. And voila, you now have some nice new posable shoulder cannons. You can have them aimed forward, aimed out. You can do whatever you want there. And in case you're wondering, yes, these are Bluish compatible. Yes, they are. They are Bluish compatible. Thank you, DNA. See, they get it. They get it. They understand. You can plug these in like so, and we can do a big old double Scorponok. Bluish! Okay, we're keeping it short. We're keeping it short this time. We got a lot to go over. There you go. There you have your bluishing. But there you have the new cannons on his shoulders. And if you want to use these, you can still use them. You can put these on the back if you want to. Excuse me. You can just plug these onto the back if you want. You can keep them there for now. But yeah, you can have that going on. It's all up to you what you want to do there. And as far as his new gun goes, again, we're using this little post right here, and this is just going to plug in to that port right there. So just open up his claw and just plug that in like so. Close his claw up around it like that. And there you go. And he does hold it like at a bit of an angle, as you can see. You can't really get him to hold it straight because his claw doesn't open up any more than that. So he does hold it at a little bit of an angle, so you can kind of finagle that to kind of get him holding it straight. But there you go. He's got his big gun. It is not Bluish compatible, by the way, but he can pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang, and lots of pew pewing and bang banging can commence. So there he is with his big old gun. He now has some new armament. Alright, and now moving on to the legular region, because we got some stuff to do here. We're going to bring in these new silver bits here, and what we're going to do is we're going to remove these panels here, and these will plug onto these silver bits. And you want to line up these bottom posts first, and then just plug everything else in like so, and this will just plug in right where the original pieces did. There you go. You got some nice beefier looking, not so flat looking leg pieces now. Just do the same thing on the other side. Second vest, just like the first. Okay, just line up those bottom posts first. Then we'll just line everything else up for you. And voila. And voila. And now we got some nice beefier, not so flat leg pieces. And that looks quite nice. And lastly but not leastly, we're going to bring in these pieces right here. And these pieces are going to be gap fillers for the inside of his legs to cover up this big void right here. So how this works is you just want to angle this section. This is going to plug in right in here, and you have this clip that's going to go over this section right here. So you just plug that in, get things lined up, just snap it into place, and there you go. And as usual, kudos on the color matching. It's pretty good. Don't know how well it's coming across on camera, but in person, the color matching is pretty good there. Quite good. So you do that, and install the other one on the other side. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Just get everything lined up just right. Push into place. And there you go. You got those sections filled in, and what's nice is that this panel is on a hinge, so it will move with the ankle tilt and keep that covered, which is quite nice. So no matter how far you go, not that his ankle can't move that far anyway, but no matter how far you go, those panels will cover up that gap there. So again, some nice little additions there. Just move that back. Whoop. And there you go. And another note about the new leg pieces, if you want to attach these to the shield, you can't do it with these pieces attached to the silver pieces because now they don't allow them to clip together, so you can then plug it into this because now things don't quite line up. So if you want to attach these to the shield, you will have to remove them from the silver pieces. But DNA Design has a totally different plan for the shield with their next kit, which I do have, and we will be taking a look at that at a later time. But yeah, just a note on these leg pieces here. So now let's show off how all of this works in the alt modes. And here we have the big bad Scorpion, and there's only one thing differently that we're doing with transformation here. Now originally, these panels are supposed to come down and plug in onto the sides of the legs like that for Scorpion mode, but what DNA wants you to do now is basically leave these panels up, and you're going to leave these right where they were for Scorpion mode. So basically, once you plug these into place, you don't have to take them off again, just leave them right there for transformation, and that's all they want you to do with those pieces right there. And of course now he has his new cannons there, so you can move those around, do what you want there. If you still want to use the stock cannons, you can put them, underneath the shoulders or plug them around. I like to plug them up here, but again, do what you want. You can use those for now. I say for now because the next kit they put out for this guy also has another set of cannons, so we probably won't be using these at all, but you can use these for now if you want to. But as far as the big gun goes, this does have a place to go, and what we're going to do here is we're going to take the tip of the tail and fold that in, and you can see there's a slot in there for this big tab, and that will just plug in right there, and now he has a super mega tail. So hey, he's got a big old cannon tail now. Hey, why not? Dare I say, why not? So, now on to the base mode. Alright, so here he is in base mode. Now, one thing to note here is when you have these little gap filler pieces in place, it doesn't allow these panels to sit down at a 90-degree angle like they originally did, because those are in the way now, so these just sit at an angle like that. So they basically sit as just, got some armor plating or something, So it does alter that section a bit, but as far as everything else goes, it basically works as it did on the original. You take these pieces here, they will plug into the barrels of the cannons, like so, and like so. It plugs in nice and snug, and these go right where they originally did. They just plug onto these two ports and these two posts in this port, just like it did originally. That just plugs in right there, and just plugs in right there, like so. So you got a little bit better looking towers there. Now as far as the big gun goes, now this is going to work pretty much like it did on the original G1 figure. So you're going to pop this gray section off. And what's going to happen here is there is a post. There's a post right here that's going to plug into this port right here. So you just plug that in. Give it a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Holds it very securely. That goes there. And then we just flip it all around. And for the big gun itself, again, there is this port right there for that post right there. And Just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Plug it on. And there you go. And it gives you some extra towers. In my case, some extra crooked towers. They're a little crooked because I don't have the legs set up exactly perfectly, but you get the idea. But there you have all of that. And also, if you want to store the head with the face shield on, you can do so. But what you'll have to do in this instance is you will have to just kind of angle his horns down, and you're going to put him in sideways like this, and just kind of get him in there. And he'll just plop down, and the ears will fall off because they don't really sit in there too well, but there you go. You can store the head right in there, as you could before. You just have to make a little extra adjustment there. But yeah, that is everything from this kit installed on Scorponok, so there you go. So there you have the upgrade kit, the first in a trilogy of upgrade kits for Earthrise Scorponok. As I said earlier in the video, the next kit I'll be reviewing at a later date. The third kit is not out yet, but when that is available, we'll be taking a look at that as well. But as far as this kit goes, it's a nice piece of kit. A nice piece of kit indeed. It gives you some enhanced weapons, some enhanced accessories, some missing accessories, some gap fillage. So all in all, it works very well. It does exactly what it intends to do, and it does it quite well. It's all easy to install, easy to use, it's very user-friendly. The color matching, as usual, is great. And yeah, all in all, I am very pleased with it. So there you go. Now, if you would like this or any of DNA Design's other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There'll be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the DNA Design upgrade kit for Earthrise Scorponok. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, boom in your face.